G'day guys and welcome to Retrospectreviews. I'm Vince and believe it or not, it is the first week of December. So that's when we go back and have a look at everything I picked up over November. So come on, let's check it out. Okay, so starting off, I picked up some Atari 2600 cartridges. Now, three came from a seller who brought a storage unit that went to auction, and it had a heap of Atari 2600 cartridges in it. I went through what he had up for sale, but most of it I already had or wasn't really interested in. But there was three cartridges there that caught my eye. The first one being this 32 games in one. Now the label was in good condition when I picked this up, but unfortunately this Atari cartridge, the PCB is a little bit thicker, and it has these little notches that help open the Atari cartridge or PCB slot open a little bit wider. Now, because one is broken, I couldn't do that, and I opened it up. Well, I was trying to find how you open it up, and I had to wreck the cover to get it open, so I could actually test the cartridge out. The PCB or the cartridge part works, but the cartridge casing is broken. So I have seen somebody 3D print one, so maybe if I find somebody who's got a 3D printer, I can get them to print me one, because you can't buy these cartridges anymore. So I got that one. Now the only downside to this one is the fact that to select games you got to turn it off and on, and it's very random. I think I went through about 5 before it repeated itself. Well, not repeat itself, but it chose a game that was in the first 5 again, and then when I turned it back on, it had moved on to another game. And every time I turned it on and off, it was a bit of a random shoot to see what game you did get. So that's the first Atari cartridge I picked up. The second cartridge I picked up from the same seller was this Frogger one. Now, the original Atari that we had, that my parents bought my brother and me back in the day, we had Frogger, but we didn't have this one. We had the original release Frogger. It was a totally different cartridge sticker. I'd never seen these arcade classic series on the Atari 2600, but I like Frogger. So, and when I saw it, he was selling it cheaply. I grabbed it. Each of these cartridges, he only wanted $4 each for them, so I thought I'd pick up the ones I was interested in. The next one, now this is the one that really caught my interest, and this was this Star Wars cartridge, The Empire Strikes Back. I've always wanted this. I don't know why we've never got it when we were kids. I don't know if it was the fact that it was an expensive cartridge, or we just never came across it, or I'm just not sure. Anyhow, I've always wanted this one. I always wanted the Star Wars one as well. I haven't seen that one yet, but yeah, when I saw this, I had to grab it. So I got Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Now, the other two Atari cartridges I picked up in November. The first one was Donkey Kong for the Atari 2600. Now, initially I didn't think we had this on the Atari 2600, but after playing it for a bit, I did realize, yes, we did have Donkey Kong. So it's good to have that back in the collection. Unfortunately, none of these have cases or covers, but just to play the games on my Atari it brings back great retro memories, or memories of me and me mates all sitting around playing the Atari 2600. So I got Donkey Kong there, and the last one I got was this Carnival. Now, I don't think we had this, but it does seem very awfully familiar, but I could have played it online on one of the emulators or something like that. But yeah, so that came with Donkey Kong, and roughly they were about $4 something each. So to get Donkey Kong, I ended up just getting this Carnival game, which is a gallery shooter game. Okay, moving on to some PC games. The first one I picked up from a thrift store and was this Moon Tycoon. Never seen this before, and it piqued my interest. And unfortunately, this particular thrift store charity shop has this bad habit of writing prices on things. They have slightly changed their practice. They used to write on the actual paper covers and that, which was really annoying. So I got this Moon Tycoon. This looks absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to fire this up. Now, I think this is released in 2001, so I'm assuming that I will have to I might have to run this on an emulator. Some of these older games will boot up in Windows 10, so I might give that a go first and then go from there. So basically, you got to build a civilization on the moon. So it's got everything there, the CD and the booklet. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Now, the next PC game I picked up was this Ports of Call. Now, this one is actually brand new, still sealed. I actually got this. If you saw the episode where I talked about how I got banned when I was trying to get the demo for the Amiga 500 version of the original Ports of Call. Now, the friend that I was getting that demo for, his birthday was last month, and I saw this. They only wanted like $7 or something for it, so I grabbed him a copy, and I thought, while I'm at it, I'll grab myself a copy. So I haven't had a chance to play this yet. I have spoken to him, and he has told me that he has played it and he absolutely loves it. It's a little different to the original, but not enough that he couldn't just jump in and start playing straight away. Obviously, the graphics are a lot better because this is the updated version. Okay. Now, the next game I picked up for the Xbox 360, and that was Resident Evil 5. Now, I picked this up at a garage sale. Paid $2 for this one. Now, I haven't really played Resident Evil since I think I played the first and second Resident Evil. Never really picked it up from there, so it's something I do wish to revisit at some point. But yeah, so this was a pre-owned one. Not sure where they got this from, but yeah, everything's there, disc and manual. Funny enough, the guy who sold this, he was actually selling these 360 for only $2. So I don't know if there was something wrong with it. He had a stack of games, but this is the only one that I either didn't have or was interested in, I should say. So yeah, so I got Resident Evil 5 for the Xbox 360. Okay, let's start off with some Nintendo stuff I picked up, and the first game is for the Nintendo DS, and that is Final Fantasy Ring of Fates. Now, I found this in a garage sale. Didn't want too much for it. I'm not really that familiar with this Final Fantasy, so I'm not sure what's entail. I've only ever played the original Final Fantasy and really haven't picked up any of the others. So I got this one. It's got the manual. Obviously, it's got the cart, and I've tried it out and it works fine. So I got that one, Final Fantasy Ring of Fates. The next Nintendo game. Now this one's for the 3DS, and that is Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS, obviously. Now I found this in a charity shop. Now, this charity shop, they're usually pretty good with their prices, and I think this was a bit of a steal considering how much people are asking for it on the eBay and even EB Games or GameStop, it was technically the same, owned by the same company. EB Games wants $49 if memory serves me right, and I think online that's roughly anywhere from $40 to $50 something, depending on who you look up on eBay is what they're asking for. So they were asking only for $20, which I thought was quite reasonable considering it's still a popular game, and yeah, it's in really good condition. Oh, if I can get this open, yeah. So everything's there, even the Nintendo Club card thing's still here. I don't know if it was ever used, but yeah. So yeah, that's still there. Um, yeah, so I was happy to pick that up, and I tried that out, and it works beautifully. So yeah, Smash Bros on the 3DS. Right. Okay, the last two Nintendo stuff I picked up, I got these both from the same seller. The first one, and they're both for the Wii, and the first one was this face breaker for the KO Party. I'm always interested in these boxing ones. I don't know why, but I am, and I just think they're fun. So I'm hopefully when we get a chance, me and Christine will have a bout. No doubt she'll probably kick my butt as she normally does. But these are in really nice condition. Yeah, nice, clean, hardly ever used or were well looked after. So I got that one. And the second one I got off the same buyer was another boxing one, was Ready to Rumble Revolution. Yeah, I've seen this around. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while, but it does go for a good price sometimes. I got both of these for $5, so I was quite happy there. And like I said, same seller and nice and clean. So I was very happy with that. Right, moving on to PS3. Picked up a couple of games for the PS3. First one I picked up was this Devil May Cry, the HD collection. Now I've got the first one on PS2. I don't think I have 2 and 3. I'm not sure when they came out and if they came out on the PS2 or just the PS3. But anyhow, I thought I might get. I saw this and it was in really nice condition, and I thought I wouldn't mind going back. I keep hearing people rave about Devil May Cry, so it'd be nice to go back now. I've got it on the PS3 and try it all out. So yeah, all there, nice cover, everything. So very good. And the last game I picked up for the PS3 was this Ultra Street Fighter 4. Only paid a couple of dollars for it. It. Yeah, so it looks interesting. I didn't even realize there was a Street Fighter 4, so I'm keen to have a look at it. It looks pretty good. I'm not a huge Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat fan, but they seem very, like everywhere I go, there's somebody selling one or the other. So I've picked up this one for the PS3. So it's all there. And the last thing I picked up was for my Dreamcast, and that was Psychic Force 2012. Now, as this is a Japanese version, I picked this up because my Dreamcast is Japanese. It was classed as never used, and I don't know if that just means that he brought it and realized he couldn't play it. He didn't have a Japanese Dreamcast, but it is bang. I can see a few scratches and that on the cover, but it's not enough to put me off. And for $6, why would you argue for a Dreamcast game? Now I have had a little go of this. It's a little interesting in the gameplay. You're kind of in a square, and you kind of can fly around in 3 dimensions. So you can go. It's just really weird. But every time I play one of these Dreamcast games, it always blows me away, just the audio and the graphics. How this system didn't become bigger than it did. Technically, it failed. I don't know why, because this is an absolute brilliant machine. So yeah. Well, guys, that's everything I picked up in November. In the comments down below, let me know if you had any of these games in the past or what you thought was the best thing I picked up out of everything over November. And don't forget to like and share this video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I upload a new video every week. Well, that's it for November. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.